Hey folks, Scott Grove here with Hour 5. Oddly enough, the next question pertains to this. Okay, Hour 5 of the Ask Scott Grove Anything videos. And yes, the next question was actually from 6-string harmonies. Everyone should be limited to one question. This was going to be a 9-hour video. It's going to be longer than that because I talk forever. So be it. I'll answer these till they're all done. And I'm sorry that I ramble, but I do and I can't help it. Okay, so next question, or next comment from XCORGI. Can't pronounce it. Okay, this one. Talking about Google or check out the Buzz Fighting tuning system, which is a Washburn usually used thing. This has been the cure for many players who were either ready to sell or take a sledgehammer to any guitar that refused to go in proper tune and stay that way. It's a universal system that works on any and all guitars. Hope that helps. Oh, this here is a reply and to somebody, to that scrotum guy again. Why do people keep answering my shit? No, it's not a answer for many. It'll help keep the strings on the first fret in tune. Okay, so that's it. Buzz Fighting, first fret. Everything else, no. So, people that keep giving answers, you're telling the wrong shit. So far, they've all been wrong. Okay, next from 6-string harmonies, who said everybody should only have one thing. He's back. Okay, says considering the fairly recent, in parentheses, citizens hearing on disclosure, and and some of the high-end ranking military and Politico testimony and evidences containing therein, do you agree that the unexplainable 5 to 10% of UFO sightings may in fact be extraterrestrial vehicles? Yes. Okay, so basically asking the right person. Yeah, I've probably been abducted and probed anally many times. I'm teasing. I don't know. I live here in Nevada, and Area 51 is not far from me, actually. So, yeah, goofy shit that we get to see here a lot, because there's not a lot going on around here. Nothing but flipping desert, and some more desert, and some more desert. And if you get an hour and a half away from here, you can get to Las Vegas. That's going southwest from here. Not northwest, that's Kanye's baby. So going southwest, which nobody wants to fly either, and nobody wants to fly Kim Kardashian either. Got some wide seats so on that one. Baby got back. Little bitch got much back. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You're the brothers can't deny. Love that song. I know all the words to that song. I know all the words to 2 semi-rap songs. That one and Salt and Pepper. Shoop. Well, you packed in your stack, especially in the back. Brother, want to thank your mother for a butt like that. Can I get some fries for the shake booty? If looks to kill you would be an Uzi. You got a shotgun, bang. What's up with that thing? I want to know. How does it hang? Wait up, hold up, straight, Mr. Lover. Like Prince said, you're a sexy mother. Okay, more drugs for Scotty. Okay, so yeah, extraterrestrials, extra testicles. Yeah, I've seen some wild ass shit here, so I'm thinking I've seen some wild ass shit. A UFO is simply unidentified flying object. So, it said, oh, extraterrestrial. Okay, he did actually go out of the UFO, so unexplained definitely. Seen some shit that looked like the red sun. You know, like it's going down, but in the middle of the night. You know, and it's bright and it's huge and it's not a dog penis in my face just pissing on me while I'm trying to sleep. Not that anybody thought that, I just thought I'd throw that in there. But yeah, I 100% believe in extraterrestrial life. I'm sure it's all been here. And again, just for anybody who wants to know or who don't give a flying shit, regardless, I tell you anyway. Don't I always? Again, I don't believe in God. I don't not believe in God. I'm not an atheist. I am a hopeful but very doubtful believer in the whole God thing. Again, I think that the Bible was strictly written to keep crowd control, basically, so the world don't just go around shooting everybody. So let's make it against God's will to commit murder. We commit everything else, and we commit murder too, but you know, it's like the adultery, it's like everybody does that, well, most everybody. All the other ones too. God damn it. Don't take his name in vain, motherfucker. God damn. Okay, so, yeah, I think we were planted here via colonization. So, yeah, I'm all for it. Okay, let's go here. I've been waiting for this one, goddamn. Okay. And I said, why don't somebody go ahead and ask this one? From Golden 381. Golden Showers again. Where does the Groovy DJ's username come from? From my Groovy Productions mobile DJ business. That's what this whole channel is supposed to be about, and I didn't know you were allowed to have more than one screen name. Otherwise, I would have put all this shit way back when under Groovy Music Lessons instead. I know I still could, but everything's linked up to all my sites through here, and I'm not going to change it. 600 videos, for God's sake. So, if you want to go back to the early times in my videos, all the way at the beginning, or you could just put in Groovy Productions in my channel, or you can just put in Groovy Productions on Google. Okay, you'll see my DJ thing and what I do, and there's videos there. And yeah, I live in a town of a bunch of casinos and stuff, and I'm the only DJ here, so therefore people come here to get married all the time. There are tons of conventions here in the convention centers and the banquet rooms and so forth at all these casinos. Who gets to do all the jobs? Me. Okay, so, and again, the town is filled with geezers. From the average age here is 67 to 72 is the median age for this town, of 15,000 in the summertime and 25,000 in the winter because of snowbirds. Okay, so these are the winter homes, and they all want to hear country music, so therefore I fit perfectly here. So I play and sing to my tracks and stuff at live shows, or I do strictly DJ business. I do the proms for the different schools around and all the homecomings and all the other stuff, so I have to play all the hip hop and all that stuff, and the videos up on huge screens and laser lighting, and just I've got more lighting than Pink Floyd does, more sound than Kiss does, you know. It's like, so I do a lot of DJ work. So anybody wants to know what my other gig is and why Groovy DJs, I am a DJ. Okay, so that was my gig when I came here. The music lessons happened afterwards. Okay, that was just a mistake. I had put out the lessons 10 years ago, one time when I actually lived in Indianapolis for a little bit, on a VHS tape and tried to sell it like you guys have, like the Nifty Nickels or the whatever newspapers, but there was no such thing as an internet period yet, so only a few sold locally. And then I was here at home cleaning out this closet right here, and that tape came out and hit me on the foot, honest to God. And then I thought, well, I'm going to watch that tape. It was my very first 2-hour country licks thing, and I watched, and I did it lick for lick the same again, and put it out there and put it on eBay and sold them for $19.95, and just sold like crazy. And I made a whole bunch of other videos real quick, and they just took off. So it's just like, shit, that I think I'm gonna be able to live on this money. And so now 80 some paid lessons later, I don't even have to make another one ever, and I never have to work again. So anyway, so yeah, I still DJ, even though I don't have to at all. It's just I have to strictly to get out of the house because I'm afraid to leave the house. Okay, I explained that before too, but since the strokes and thing, I've been left with being afraid to leave the house and being afraid to answer a telephone. So I get out and DJ now still as much as I can, or as much as I want, but that's where the name came from. Groovy Productions was already taken, the name, so I just went with the Groovy DJs and left it at that, even though there's only one DJ. But the Groovy DJ was already there, so I had to put an S. Okay, so there's where it came from. So thanks for asking, and go check it out. Cool stuff. Just put in Groovy Productions under a Google search, or just put Groovy Productions under my search here. You can watch a couple of my teaser videos, or check out the little setups and stuff. And yes, my phone number is on there online, and no, don't call me. Unless you live right here and you need a gig and you have a shitload of money, then don't call me. Okay. I know I shouldn't have even said that the phone number was on there, but anyway, let's go to, where is it? Was it something somebody said, why don't you make everybody ask one question? Yep, it's from XCORGI again. Okay. Which, what'd they ask before? The Buzz fighting, he said, the one that was answering questions for me that didn't know what he was talking about. Let's see if he has a actual something worth asking. What's another word for thesaurus? Oh, he's going to ask stupid questions. Okay, seriously though. Okay, good. Because I love your guitar reviews. Thank you. I thought he was going to be a tool, but he's not. They never. Thanks for your videos. They never fail to entertain. As I get ready to call the guy an asshole, it's like, oh, he gives me a compliment. Fuck. People always do that. I try to be shitty, and then they go off and be nice. God damn it. And I can't even pronounce her name. Recently, I saw that Buzz fighting. He's talking about Buzz again. It doesn't work. Best known, best folks, unknown guitarists, and blah, blah, blah. Unique features. I was wondering if you could do a review on one of these. No, they don't work. They work for the first fret. Beyond that, you're back to just regular frets again, and everything's tuned off by the second fret. It only needs it for the first fret. But actually, it needs it on every single fret, but you can't put that on there. It's only a fix for one fret. What it is, folks, if you don't know it, it's a special nut that's cut differently to compensate for how guitars are just totally screwed up. And if you've ever looked at tempered frets, you'll see that, so in order for the guitar to play in tune physically and be perfect, the frets have to be placed all over the place, and they go in squiggly lines in order to be in tune and intonated everywhere. Okay, it can be done digitally, and it is with the PVAT 200, Auto-Tune 200 guitars, only $4.99 through anywhere. Musician's Friend, or I hate to even say Musician's Friend, since Musician's Friend and Music 123 and all these other places all are owned by Guitar Center, and I hate Guitar Center and everything to do with them. So anyway, so Buzz fighting, it takes care of one fret, so I guess that's the end of that. So I'm done with that question, except for I was wondering, hoping that you could do a review of one of these. No, I will not. That was my review, I guess. Also, can you do a top 20 pet peeve guitarded list? Wow, top 20 questions in this video. Pet peeves for guitarists. I'll just throw a few out there real quick. People who worship other guitar players, and they always have to be Hendrix, and they always have to be Clapton, and they always have to be Page, and they can't ever be anything, or God forbid, Slash, and they're never original. Guitar players who put their amps on the floor behind their knees, and the speakers are blowing away their ankles instead of facing it straight at their ears. Let's see. Guitarists who can't play rhythm. They learned all this time just playing lead. So I'd rather have a guy who couldn't play lead at all. I'd rather have two rhythm players and no solos than I would have a guy who solos through the whole fucking night. So yeah, learn when to play, when not to play. When not to play is way more important than when to play. And to be a good rhythm player is way more important than to be a good lead player. More guitar shit. They're all the same, you know, the world revolves around them, you know, the old how many guitar players does it take to screw in a light bulb? I know it's one of these jokes in here. There's a many answers to that one, not just the ones that everybody went ahead and spoiled for me. The main one was to, how many guitar players? It's like 6, you know, one to stand there and hold the bulb and screw it in, and everybody else pointing around, standing standing there at him going, hey, I can do that, or I can do it better, or whatever. Other people say they just hold it there and then their world revolves around them. That's actually for female singers. There's so many musician jokes. I ought to just do one whole thing of musician jokes and let you guys tell them all. We should do that. I'm sure it's been done, but we should do it because I like the nasty, dirty, hokey shit. So, pet peeves on guitar players. People who bring way too much shit to a gig. Okay, whatever it takes to get the gig done and get it done right, but not overdo it. Just because you have 40 guitars, don't mean you have to take 40 guitars to a gig if it's a regular gig. I can see it if you're Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick and you just have to show off every guitar, everything. And again, that bugs me, so screw that guy. It's one band I can't figure out how they ever made it either. It's Cheap Trick. Horrible band. Really is. So guitar pet peeves, yeah. Just people who have to bring too much, way too many pedals, too many anything. It's like, does anybody just play anymore? So it's all about just gear, more gear. It's like, God, you're lucky if I take an amp to a gig. Usually I don't. Usually I don't take a backup guitar. I don't need it. I don't break strings. I don't. And if I do, it'll be on there in the middle of the song. I'll have the string on and tuned and changed and clipped. People who don't clip their strings at the top, that fucking pisses me off. Cut your fucking strings off. People who change one string at a time and won't cut them all off and clean their shit, that's a pet peeve. People who tie their strings on in some fashion, because I get new guitars all the time, and then I have to try to get that off, but it's fucking tied on. What the hell? Wind it on and be done with it. It's like, okay, so that's some of them. The rest will come, I'm sure, throughout these other questions. But thanks for being a good dude, but don't tell people about that buzz fighting thing. It sucks. Okay, it's actually on my Washburns I've got up here, and it makes no difference at all. I'll throw it right on the strobe tuner, and you'll see everything is great on the first fret, roughly better than normal. Second fret, everything's gone. Third fret, it's all gone again. Fourth fret, so you would have to have one of those on every fret, but you can't do it, so it's worthless. Okay, so thanks again, but you did end up being a cool person. Here's from Luke Sparrow. Who would you consider is the most famous person you shared the stage with? Well, this is different because it has to probably be the same. Johnny Cash played for and shared the stage with, but I've shared the stage with huge names, but they don't get any huger than that. So it's just Johnny Cash. God, who else could you say? I've shared the stage with a lot of great people at different times. Lee Greenwood at the right time. When major support was needed and found it and stuff. I mean, when you got Lee Greenwood do a God Bless USA, when the troops are in heavy duty combat and you're up there playing for him and you're on that stage, and just for that moment, that's the greatest thing there is. But Johnny Cash is my answer. Okay, so thank you. Joe Calandra. Do you own any Rickenbackers? No. Basses or guitars? No, I hate them. No, I will get a Rickenbacker 4001. They call them 4003s now, but 4001s from back in the 60s. I think they came out in 65. I just hate their guitars with a passion. The only thing I think they really did neat was, the shape of the 4001 bass. And I'll just have one just to have one. I have to find one really clean with the checkerboard binding. You have to have the right stuff if you're a collector versus playing, and I'm just going to buy it to hang it on the wall, and that's it. People get pissed that I do that. I mentioned that 500 hours ago. But there's guitars I play and guitars that I collect, so it's... The people are you a player or a collector? I'm both. I'm allowed to be whatever I want to be. It's my money. Shut the fuck up. You be what you want to be. I have guitars that I play. Other ones, condition, people. Right now is the time to buy because it's shit. People still need a lot of fucking money. Everything's in the dumper, and 20 years from now, I won't be here. But when the wife, sells all my shit, it'll be worth more than I paid for it. So, what was that about? Rickenbackers. The walnut fingerboards, the fact that they actually have, you know, tons of clear coating over it like a maple fretboard would, or fingerboard. People keep on bitching about fingerboards and fretboard, because I call them fingerboards because they are fingerboards. People are like, no, no, no. And I have to show you this. They're like, no, this is a fingerboard. If it has frets on it, it's a fretboard. It's like, look, motherfucker. It was a fingerboard before they put frets on it. Then it's a fretboard. If you go online, I'll give you the link. If anybody wants it, just write and say, give me the link. Ibanez catalogs. Go right there. Every single ad. Fingerboard. Made out of maple or rosewood or whatever, you know. So it always says fingerboard. Fingerboard is the correct term, not fretboard. You can call it a fretboard once it's fretted if you want, but fingerboard is the correct term in case anybody wants to be a dick about it. But you can call it whatever you want. But fingerboard is the correct. So I like the fact that they put the clear shit over top of the walnut fingerboards that they use. That's brilliant, because they need to do it to all of this rosewood shit. Okay, ebony, don't need it as much, but it feels good. Ebonol that they put on these Kramers, the old aluminum neck, that's wonderful. That's best feeling necks out there, bar none. As far as the fingerboard, I'm sorry, feels great. Nothing feels like that. It's amazing. Then maple, of course, because it's got the shit on it. But the rosewood, people who think they have to oil it up, no. Spit on it or throw some water on it and you're done. Otherwise your finger oil, I told you all this, it gets dirtier than anything out there. It's like licking it's like sticking a turd in your mouth and just chewing on it, for God's sake, rosewood. So they need to, if they want to preserve the wood, they need to do like Rickenbacker did and simply coat the goddamn fretboard, fingerboard, fretboard, whichever. So there you go, Rickenbackers. No. Not going to own one except for the one bass. I'll get it and hang it on the wall. I'll play it once to do a review and say, listen how bad that sounds. Yeah, but Paul McCartney used one. Yeah, he used that fucking Hofner Beatle bass that was 10 cents, and that's what they should still cost today. And it sounded like shit too. His bass never has sounded good. Okay, on to the next. No, I'm not a Beatles fan in any way, shape, or form. Let's see. B. Stern. Not Howard Stern. B. Stern. Hi, Scott. Hey, B. I'm at crossroads. Well, make a deal with the devil. Get famous, dude. Get new amp, pedals, etc. Or use my Mac and go digital. Can you tell us which sound card and software to get or try, even if we try to go the digital route? I last looked into it 10 plus years ago. Everything through USB was laggy and shitty. Thanks. Everything's quick now and it's no longer shitty. So that's what I do. I go straight in and I go straight out the sound card. Any sound card is fine. USB sound cards are fine. Firewire's better. It doesn't matter. As long as you have good effects, even the GarageBand shit's fine. They're going to sound better than most of your stuff. If you got a great sound already on anything out there, it doesn't matter. Like I said, the GarageBand is fine. If it doesn't, you can hear everything online. Just check and see, because what I think sounds great is going to sound like shit to you. Ask other people and listen to their stuff with headphones online. They'll have patches, and if the patches, try to not listen to the guitar player, but try to listen to the patches themselves and see that they are user. If user patches can be loaded up, like my Johnson amps. You can go there and get user patches. People make up stuff because everything on the presets suck balls. There's not one preset on these Johnson amps. That's why people didn't buy them. They suck, the presets. But the amps are great. If they would have had different presets, they would have been fine, but they didn't do it. So just listen to go to all the websites, see if they have samples. If they don't get it. If they do, and if they have user share, where you can share patches with everybody and upload them, download different patches and effects and settings, just check them out that way. But everything these days is just so cutting edge, and it'll be obsolete tomorrow. But I'm all about, it's all computer with me these days, so I just play straight to the computer and use the GarageBand thing, and Works great. And I also use my Digitech, the old 2120, and no amplifier, and go straight into the board again, and no amplifier. So that's what I would be my suggestion anyway. Hope it helps. Let me know what you settle on. So I wouldn't myself go after an amp and a bunch of pedals, because I just don't like it. But it depends on what you're going to do. Are you going to be out there where you need tons of power and you need to be blasting on stage? Or, you know, it depends on your gig. You know, if you need some sound, well, you can blast it through the monitors. That's what they're there for. You know, I think the days of amps are damn near gone. I hope they are. I really hope they are. Everybody trying to try to outpower each other. It's not good for anybody. Okay, I can't read this because I'm blind. KWS something fucked up on my computer, then KAS82. Okay, sometimes you need... Oh, is this part of... This can't be part of something. I think somebody's yelling at me. We'll find out though. It's actually from Aaron McBriar, maybe? We'll find out. Either that or it's... No, it's from whoever this is. What I said the first time. Sometimes you need to return some of the respect you enjoy to the people that show it to you. Weeding people out? What the fuck? Oh, when I block people? Fuck you. Yeah, go suck a big dick, asshole. I can do whatever I want with my channel. So yes, when I weed people out, that's just like you. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm weeding your fucking ass out. I can have whatever I want, any way I want it. If I want you buried, I'll have you buried. Okay? I can afford it. So, you are so miserable that you need such vids to feel superior? Oh, fuck you. Okay, so again, I wish I could... So I'll go back and play it smart like a pussy and swallow it. Okay, so that's just one of the fucking reasons I block most of you. And the other reason that I don't leave my comments on, because most of you suck ass. I have a few people that I have gathered over the years that have been great, like most of you right now here. But that's one of those people who suck donkey dick and all. I'm sure I've already blocked them. But that's what you get. So, people like that, just everybody says, let the haters go. My brain has a hard time letting haters go, people, you know that. Everybody's like, just let it go, Scott, and I can't. I always have to send death threats to everybody, and I do it often. I can't lie. I tell everybody I'm going to kill them and their family and their kids, and should I be doing that? No. But do I? Yes, all the time. And do I mean it? Quite often, yes, I do mean it. But then a few days go by, that's like, whatever, it's just like... But when you are fucked in the head as much as I am these days, then it's hard to not think that way, because you're stuck feeling, when you're stuck the way you are. So yeah, even reading it, you could tell right when I fucking snapped. These people, I wish they would fucking die, yes, I do. Them and their whole families and everything that created such pieces of shit. I can do what I want on my channel, and fuck that guy. Okay, let's try to get back on track for me. Watch me have a meltdown. I don't have that much time. Okay, Stephen Bacon. Scott, my friend, what got you into music? Tell me what drove you. Okay, one of the worst players in the world drove me, and that would be Mr. Ace Frehley from Kiss. It was just the whole band Kiss. I didn't know what one thing was from another, actually. And still, I mean, not the worst band out there, by far. Intelligent as all shit, some of them. Greedy, sure. Smart as all shit, yeah, hell yeah. Still going at it, longevity, the whole nine. You gotta give them props, period. I don't care, all you people that are, and I'm not even supposed to be talking about this part, but no, Ace and Peter have to be there, or otherwise it's just Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer playing a part. Whatever, they're getting a lot of good fucking money, and I'd play that part in a moment. I would love to be in there, you know, wearing anybody's makeup. I don't care that it's trademarked and it's not Ace's makeup. He sold the trademark to Gene. Ace would sell anything for anything. Fucker's broke. But anyway, yeah, it was all about Kiss. Dad got me the originals, which was the first 3 albums, for Christmas, and got my dearly departed stepbrother Alive 2 for a Christmas. And that was it. Between those two albums, it's just like, as soon as my stepbrother, he opened up his album, and I saw The Stage, To Alive 2, and I saw all the fire, and them up on the platforms, and the lit up stairs and everything, and I saw that 1970, his was a 77 for Paul, but all we can get is a 78. PS10, I saw that guitar there up on top of that big old riser with the hydraulics. That was it. Then I already hooked before I even heard them. Saw the blood and everything, and the guitars had a distortion on them. I didn't know what the hell that was. Then I got a little big muff. Then after I let her go, then I went and bought a Electro Harmonics pedal. Now I went to the music store and they said this here's the one to have to get that sound. It ended up being fuzz instead of distortion, but it was something. And it's all of a sudden my guitar, my electric, sounded like a Kiss guitar as far as my mentality let me go at the moment. So that's what it took. And then I've been stuck there ever since. Is it ever since or ever since? It's ever. You give me the answer. So yeah, that was it. That's all it took. I stood in my room for a couple of years with the poster that was there, the four of them standing on the plexiglass cubes that had different colors under it. But then there was concert scene top, either the top or bottom, and of just the crowd's hands and everything, and the stage over there. And I would always put on the Kiss albums and just fake play my guitar and look at that concert thing and forget about the rest of the poster, but just look at those hands up in the air and air guitar it for a couple hours a night, every night. And that was it. I was sold. So there you go. And I don't sit around and learn all their songs and stuff. That's not what I do. It's like, why should I? I'm not going to play it with them. I know a few of them, but playing my stuff. I've always played country to make a living, and I enjoy it more. So, but that's what got me into wanting to play on a larger scale than just around the hometown. I just had to get out there and get some of that action and some of that action, and I did. Okay, so I think I forgot about Spooge Snatch over there. Okay, after that, what is it? From B. Stern, Howard Stern's brother again. What is your Holy Grail guitar? So that's my Holy Grail guitar. Right now, I mean, it's not the guitar to end all guitars, so I may be answering wrong. Right now, the one I'm looking most to get, but not to play, because I have no desire to play this, because I hate the way these guitars are even made, which is that 68 Paisley Telly in perfect condition. But that's what I'm looking for now. That's what I'm hunting for. But other than that, I've already got my Holy Grails, my old pink Paisley that I played with forever, that Strat, and then my white custom-made Iceman with the 3 single coils, not Ibanez, because they're too much dickheads to have made me one. So under any price, they wouldn't do it. Major dickhead to Ibanez now, but way back when, 83 and before, they were great people. Since then, they've done nothing but suck donkey dick. So there's my things, my Holy Grails. I own them. Those 2 guitars. Anything else can go by the wayside. The pink one I'm getting buried with, so I guess that's my Holy Grail. It's just what got me through 2 marriages and into my 3rd. So, and then the best guitar I've ever felt, God, that one plays good, so good that it's just worn in. So I wish every guitar could feel like that one, but my white Iceman looking thing that I had made feels the way every guitar should feel. Everybody should own a guitar that feels that way to them. I wish everybody that luck. Next is, can't pronounce this, Shauna Zalit. At what point after taking up learning the 6-string guitar or bass Can a beginner start telling people that they can play the instrument the day they get it? If you get it in tune and play 2 notes together or 1 chord, you can start telling them. You can start telling them anytime you want. When you actually mean it, that's a different thing. But so where they say, oh, i.e., for example, I'm a guitarist rather than I mess around on guitar, etc. Okay, well, I should read more, huh? Instead of actually when can you actually do it? When you can make it all the way through a song without anything backing you up, I guess, and you feel good about it. Okay, whether it's rhythm or lead or bass or whatever, get from one, play along with a record or whatever they have these days, an MP3 or a whatever, as long as you can make it all the way through without struggling and without looking. Okay, without looking at anything. Tie whatever you have to over, tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. But I think as soon as you get through one song and you play it to where you feel good about the performance, then you're no longer a hack. Then you just have more songs to learn is all. Okay, so don't limit yourself to drawing a line in the sand and saying you have to cross this. I'm just going to say that. Make it through a song and feel good about the damn thing and feel like you did a good job, and then you're no longer noodling. You've got through it and you play the instrument and you played it and you owned it, you felt great about it. Then you just have to learn more songs. Best advice I ever gave right there. See, do you have to be able to sit down and jam all genres, blues, jazz, country, rock, etc.? I'm liking these questions from this guy. Or simply play one style, or just copy the great lines. By the way, Scott, the abusive comments are usually from sad people that are scared of their mothers. See, my friend, I got some good friends that always try to keep me level here. I know I've got tons of emails in here of people that know that I'm suicidal and I'm not going to be around long and all this stuff too, regardless, whether I do it myself or nature just takes its course here in a year or so. But thanks for all the support, regardless, to all the good people. I have my bad moments, which are most of the time. So thanks to the good people who write me cool letters and try to give me support, and I gotta write back, and I am overwhelmed because I get over 2,000 emails a day, and people are like, how come you don't answer me? It's like, I have to delete, I'm sorry, serious, at least 15 to 1,800 emails a day without ever reading them. I'm sorry. I wish I could hang on, but I can't. My emails overflow to where I can't get any more emails in, and it's important that I get emails in because those are cash coming in, and I take care of every single thing personally by myself on my lessons thing. So I don't mean to keep deleting things or not answering things, but thanks for the good folks like this and everybody else out there. You know who you are. And if I yell at some of you people, sometimes I don't even know I'm doing it some days. I know you get it, so the rest of you that don't, limited time here and just trying to be nice, but it's hard for me to do so sometimes, so just part of being screwed up in the head. I wasn't always this way. I don't want to be this way, but I have no choice. Okay, what is it before I cry here? About genres. That's the best thing you could do, dude, is play everything. There's so much to learn from everything else. Give this pussy guy Slash, I've told somebody else, get him to play a Brad Paisley solo. Anyone, I don't care. The easiest one there is. He'll fuck it up royally. Give him a year to learn it. He can't do it. Give Brad Paisley 35 seconds to learn entire album of Slashes. He'll put it on fast speed and have it. So there's a bunch to learn from everything. Don't stick with one genre. Play everything and make it into your own style, whatever that style is. Don't label yourself unless you want to be labeled. Okay? If you're a fag, be the best fag you can be. you know, for me to call you a fag. Is that right? I don't care. If you do, then that's fine. Sorry. If you're gay, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, whatever. I know you're not. And, well, I don't know that, but whatever you're going to be the best at it you can be. But don't box yourself in to one style while you're learning, because there's so much more to be learned. I play tons of Ace's licks all night long in Hank Sr. songs, you know, but I just don't throw the distortion on, and it's great. I mean, it's just pentatonic stuff. 99% of everything I do is played in major, minor, pentatonic, blues scales, those three, which are very close. And nothing, I don't need anything else. It says what I want to say. I'm a very simple player like that. Jimmy Page, which I don't care for. I don't care, I should say, more than anything. I don't care about these people. I don't. And Ace Frehley, B.B. King, all the blues players, period. Slash, again. Everybody's just a pentatonic blues or major, minor pentatonic and blues player, and that is it. Scales. Beyond that, none of them know anything other than they just speak with their guitar. Again, Page and everybody else, everybody is very closed in that one little box, but they're not genre specific. Well, some of them are, but yeah, just don't pigeonhole yourself like that. I didn't say cornhole, I said pigeonhole. Okay, so let's get going. Thanks, though. I appreciate everything. Oh, I already put out this video. Hi, Scott. I was wondering, could you tell us how much you make through, YouTube per month or whatever? I could. Yes. I actually just put out a video on how much I make through PayPal every month. The YouTube, I'm not going to say. I'm going to keep something sacred, I guess, instead of, I've given everybody my address, my phone number, and everything else. I'm going to keep something to myself besides just my wife. Okay, Keith Garcia, good guy. He's here all the time. He rocks. Went on tour. Have you ever had to Mickey Mouse or straight up MacGyver something just to get to or through the gig? Oh, he wants a bunch of road stories. I have to do just a road story video for you, Keith. I won't answer that on here, but I will do just a road story video or two, because there's too many of them. There's some great ones, and you don't want to miss out. Especially, of course, a lot of guys have even asked on here. I've seen them. They want to know how, specifically how to pick up chicks, how to please them, how to tease them, It's on here, trust me. Whether I will pull those out or not, I don't know. But I might save them for another thing. But yeah, and then doing the guitar flippy thing, and then the strap locks pull out. Now the strap button, the whole strap button, everything pulls out, and then your guitar keys, tuners, break off, and you got to use the quick electric screwdriver again to put in the same strap locks again into another hole. That pink guitar has so many damn holes in it. You think it's a blow-up doll, or a whole package of blow-up dolls. It looks like Bud Bundy's collection of pink stuff. But it's been, MacGyvered so many ways. Okay, I'm gonna do videos just for you, Keith, for road stories. John Boylan, hey Scott, have you ever reviewed Carvin or Warwick bass guitars? Carvin's blow. Everybody out there is going to get mad at me about that, but they blow. They try to be good. They don't care. Their quality control is shit. They won't take things back when they have fret hanging over that they flat out just forgot to shave off, let alone dress. And they won't take it back, and I've had it happen several times. So Carvin, fuck 'em. Every piece of Carvin gear I've owned has always broke, no matter what it is. Everything. And I know everything breaks, but not as quick as the Carvin stuff does. So no Carvins. And yes, I've done reviews. Just go on my channel and put Carvin. You'll find a few. Okay, and I'll tell you how much they suck on all of them. Warwick. The good stuff is great. The other stuff is fine. Does it have to be $1 million gazillion dollars to be good? No. I mean, there's nothing wrong with like the rock bass or the little, well, that's the Corvettes or whatever they got, or I haven't done a review of the Warwick stuff yet. I will go back and get me a Dolphin bass actually. So I do have a inkling to get a Dolphin bass and an old Padula Buzz bass, and those are on my list, so I will get a Dolphin, and that's the only one that I will review on, excuse me, Warwick, because it's the only one I have a itching for. Okay, here's something that, again, just says something about the rest of you guys. I can't pronounce your name, sorry. Gulis Californian. I just want to know how you're doing. Not well. You know, I wish I could say better, but that would require an email. And again, I don't know that I would be able to get to it. Again, if you want to email me at Mr. or Mrs. MRS Woodworker at AOL.com. I may or may not get to it, I'm sorry, but no, I'm not doing well. And will I be doing well? No. Can they do anything about it? No. Am I going to croak? Yes. Okay, so there's how I'm doing. But thanks for asking, dude. I mean, really, I just don't want to lose it here on camera, and I would, but I know I've lost it the other way, but, you know, it ain't fucking fair. And most people just are counting down the seconds, you know, and can't wait. So every forum around the world's going to have a party when I fucking die. But I don't want to go. Okay, from Power Sweepers. I like this dude. He's always good to me. Almighty. I'm Bruce Almighty all of a sudden. I gotta check my time. I still got 15 minutes on this one. Almighty. I have a question that you simply may say, it's none of your damn business, but I'm bi-curious. No, but I'm curious. I'm sorry to do that. No, I'm not. My question is, I've noticed that many of the guitars in your collection cost several $1,000s. Yes, they do. Is there that kind of revenue in doing gigs, or do you have another primary source of income to fund your hobby with? Ever thought I own a power sweeping company? Oh, ever. Oh, ever. Though I own a power sweeping company, I would still find it very challenging to spend what you spend without having to live solely on ramen noodles. Okay, yeah, so that video I just did, and of course I know you know the answer to it, and that's the lessons. Yeah, that's $1 million a year gross or more. I can always count on $1 million a year. So you've seen that video. It's on here, whatever, 2 videos ago or something. Let's hear your best groupie story from, I told you these were coming up. Despicable Bastard. A good name, I like it, Despicable Bastard. Okay, I'll just throw it out there. A lot of the different places I would play at, this was happened to be up in Regina, Alberta, I think is the province, Canada. Yes, Regina, not Vagina. Over by Moose Jaw. That's a real place. Anyway, so I'm playing there, and this happens at a lot of places. Bands are given band houses to live in. It's some old trashy white trash house. That's where the bands stay instead of having to pay for hotels. So it's some shitty beat the hell house, and it may or may not have heating or air conditioning, but ends up that all the groupies get house keys made from the other bands. You know, they say, hey, go get 10 more keys made and I'll party whenever you want to party. So they did. So we play there, and our first time playing there, and before we even set up, we got there the night before, of course, and we was going to be there for a couple of weeks. And so on Sunday night, girls start coming in, and I was like, hey, the new meat, you know, and they just say it the way it is and take off what they want to take off right then and there, and it's just, you know, time to fuck the new band. And it's just the way it was. It's the 80s. It's, gotta love it. And it's just the right time to be on the road. It's all there is. And so they're like, yeah, I'm fucking you, and I'm fucking you, and I'm fucking you. Anyway, so at one point at that place. One girl wanted to take out the entire band, so we let her. And we always knew to go right, so we never had a sword fight. So it's like when we tapped, we would rotate and find a different hole or hand or whatever, and everybody goes right. All the guys, we just know to go right because it's a bro code. It's like you got to do that. Bumping into each other is not a good thing. Against sword fights, no. Not my sexual preference anyway. But anyway, so everybody gets off, and the girl's covered in everything that we got off on her, and yeah, she just, look, except for that it's white for the most part, except for the people who had diseases, she looked like she had the white version of the pig blood from the scene in Carrie, where they dump all the pig blood on her. But she's just dripping head to head, to toe with everything. And finally she kind of looks up and gurgles, like Paris Hilton on South Park. You know the episode if you have a funny bone in your body to watch the show. But she's like, "Quit treating me like a whore." You came in here with your own band key, took off your clothes and said, "Okay, I want to take you all on." And she's like, "Quit treating me like a whore." So that's one of my favorites. Of course you had to be there, but all the lights were on, nothing was off. It just came in, and she came in. We all did, or came on, I guess. Nobody came in. It was kind of dangerous looking, but one of my favorites. So there you go. It's not my best groupie, but it's one of my favorite groupie stories. We'll do a whole nother one. Would you buy a vintage guitar? Yeah. I don't know how vintage you mean. Yeah, I'm going to buy again, because I've already owned a 59. I had a 58, I'm sorry. Les Paul was my first guitar. So I'll get the 59 just to have it, and I'll have a 52 telly just to have it. The 57 Strat, 62, all these things were so cheap when I was young. And the typical bullshit that I have no desire to play, but if I'm going to own them just to toss them on the wall. So, yeah. I don't have any desire for any of those guitars. I don't like any of them, but I will have them here just because. So I can do a review and write it off on taxes, and those will be guitars that I can buy one guitar for the year and be done buying guitars. Well, I don't have years left, so okay, yeah, vintage guitars. I don't like them at all. I like this one just because it happened to turn out okay. The other ones, they're cool, but I would rather have a brand spanking new custom built one any day of the week. That is my way instead of that. And it comes up later, the Paul Reed Smith Korean-made PRS SE EG, $300 on eBay any day of the week. Better than any guitar in here, except for my custom-made stuff and my pink one. But better than all this shit. So $300 guitar, much better. I would play that any day of the week. Or a PVT 26 or a PVT 27 or an Ibanez Blazer or an Ibanez Roadstar 2, anything with 3 single coils, or if it's got a humbucker, at least make it splittable. And I'm off to the races. A Corvus 3, a Gibson Challenger 3, any cheap guitars. I'd play those any day of the week over anything you can see behind me or anywhere else around me. If it has a humbucker in it, I don't like it other than to hang it on the wall. Okay, from Mr. Healy, it looks like, from I Dream of Jeannie fans. If anybody knows who Major Healy is, I guess he would have put, I guess it says MJ Healy. Maybe it has nothing to do with it. Talks about my amps, though. The Johnson Millenniums. Hi, Scott. I've been listening to your Johnson Millennium JM150 tones for ages. I love them, but I suck at programming. My own JM150. Could I have a copy of your patches? Yes, I give anybody those copies of the patches and the pictures of the cable you need, the MIDI aux software you need to load them to your amp. I don't remember how to put them in the amp anymore. I just MIDI my amps together and do a bulk dump from one amp to the other, and it puts all my patches in within seconds. But the guy who used to tell everybody that I would send them to that used to do my old website for me, because I used to have a bunch of websites, but he died, so I don't know how to install them via this, but I send anybody my patches that wants them. I've got them, and I just send them to you. There's a real small thing that just has all 100 of my patches on them, so yeah, email me. I'll give them to you. I hate to offer nothing in return. I don't care. He said he would send me a free J station, the Johnson J stations. They sound great, actually. No, I'll give everybody, and his name's Michael, which is why the M. Yeah, I'll give anybody my patches. I don't know if you've written to me yet or not, but yeah, I send them to everybody that I read their letters. Otherwise, keep writing until I do whatever and put just Johnson Millennium patches as or JM150 patches as the subject line, and then I will know to read that, because it's something that I want to give to you, because I spent years doing those. So yeah, anybody wants it, owns the amp and knows how to send them over to the amp. Okay, Aaron McBriar. God, I don't know what I just left off on. Okay. Says, hello Scott, I'm a fan of country music, good for you, and a long-time viewer, first-time caller, no, a long-time viewer of yours. I myself am primarily a hard rock, heavy metal guitarist, and I'm wondering, what's your opinion of black metal? I honestly don't know what it is. I wish I could say I knew what black metal is, but heavy metal is all I've ever heard of, so I don't listen to music at all. So I honestly couldn't tell you what black metal is, so I wish I knew, because I mean, you're watching me and I just don't know what it is, so I'll have to look up your name on here and come see what it is, or you have to teach me what it is. Also, Randy Rhoads is my favorite guitarist. I've never heard him. You know, of course I've heard, you know, a couple songs because I've had to play them, you know, with the DJ thing, but I know you're like, how can you be a DJ and up to date if you... I try to tune it out, but I have to get the no cuss words allowed, so I have to download the clean versions for all the kids and blah blah blah. But I don't listen to anything, so I don't know bands and other things. I just don't listen to it. I hate anything that's got guitar in it, to tell you the truth. I love to listen to stuff without guitar. I know it sounds weird, but God, I wish I could help you out, because I know it's strange, but I'm not into guitar, and I'm not into... I like to play guitar, and I love everything about it more than life itself, which gets me thinking again that I'm only here for a little bit. So I don't know anything about Randy Rhoads other than he died, I think, in a plane hitting the bus or something. He's your favorite. What do you think of him? I don't know. Other than I think he's the one that did that. I'll be going to college soon for journalism. The good kind, not the Rolling Stone kind, good. Particularly in music, and was wondering if I could ever interview you in person one day, anytime. Yeah, I let people come here, and we go out and eat and whatever, but yeah, for sure. Make it soon, though. Just because you have to. But yeah, anytime, write me and just say interview or something, and the subject line is going to get me answering emails quicker, other than people just putting nothing in the subject line. It's always going to be penis and hands enlarging things or something, and we know that ain't going to happen at my age. I can't even get it up, let alone need it bigger. I'm on too many damn drugs to get a boner. I don't think the little blue pills are going to outweigh all the shit they got me on. Okay, so I think I made it all the way through this one. Okay, yeah. Not that I'm blind getting through here. Only got a minute? Wow. Somebody asked this before, besides polywebs, the Elixir polywebs, what string would I recommend? Nothing. I can't. There's nothing that's any good. There's no other wound string that will last at all longer than a regular string for my playing. I don't have your sweat. I don't know how fast you'll kill a string, but I will literally rust guitar parts in under a week, and I will rust guitar strings to the point that yes, they are actually rusted. I come back from a break and they are rusted if they're regular, strings, nickel strings or what have you. You will actually see rust in 2 to 3 hours, but they will be dead in a half hour for any kind of string, coated or not, that is not made by Elixir. So I have nothing else. I've tried all the other stuff, all the cobalt bullshit and every other coated string, and they all suck. The DRs, they all suck. Somebody asked what else would I do for strings. I just go back to the Ernie Ball Super Slinkies and change them every single break, every 45 minutes or a half hour if I can, or have a guy change strings for me so I can play a new guitar like every 20 minutes. That's how quick they go dead for me, so that's all I would do. So that's all I have time for on this one, and I'll come back and we'll do hour 6 and just keep on going and going. Okay, so you guys be groovy, and I'm going to go block that one guy if I haven't already, just because I have to do it now or I will forget. My short-term memory is nowhere, so my house is posted full of post-it notes everywhere just so I remember to take a shit. So anyway, thanks for most of you for being groovy. Okay, talk to you for hour 6 coming up.